Hey everyone, you know that feeling when your artifact deck just works? Well, we snagged our wins using our blue-white artifact deck, relying almost entirely on Synthesizer, spitting out bots, and Panharmonicon demanding again for every trigger. Was it skill? Debatable. Was it an obscene amount of luck generated by the MTG arena gods themselves? Oh yes. Like seriously questionable levels of good fortune. Get ready to see the power of double triggers fueled almost entirely by sheer luck.
Gaseous monkeys.
All right. Hell of a name.
Hell of a hand, too.
Now, you're not going to mulligan, are you?
Nah. Because I have 1 mana of each and at least 3 mana in my hand, so I'm feeling pretty good. What I would really like to do is build a deck that I can run off of just 2 mana.
Would you be able to do much?
I mean, starting off with just 2 mana in hand. It's a play style that I'm trying to figure out. Alright, so that's gains life when this creature enters, gains life when other creature enters, gains life when other creatures enters. He is in a mono white life gain deck.
That can be a challenge.
Yep. I wish I had my Demir deck on this one. Ooh, that
I would put the Lotus behind the snare.
I was gonna probably put it on the back end of the deck.
That works too. You could just repurpose a card for it later.
Yeah, I don't need another high cost in my hand right now. I can always repurpose into it.
What would the Lotus be good for?
But that's like a late game FU move.
What about drawing it out early in the game and using it when timing is best?
Depends on how fast I can get the mana. Alright.
That's always the hardest to rely on. How fast can you draw mana?
But at the same time, you don't want to pull just mana and get it out there quick. So then you got nothing to play.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Alright, so am I attacking? No. Because it can kill it. I don't want it dead yet. I want to be able to actually use it. Repurpose it into the next stage up. And they have an Ajani Pridemate. So every time they gain life, that means they're going to gain 1/1 counters on it.
Damn, that thing climbs quick.
This is a life gain Ajani deck where they gain 1/1 counters. Okay.
I was half expecting to see a heir apparent because of the rabbit they played.
Right? I want to repurpose something. Let's see here. Nope. Yep.
You're not going to find anything back there you can play.
I know, but I was hoping for the Panharmonicon and forgot that it was a 4 cost. So, Synthesizer. Oh, he's going to gain life off of my side of the field too.
I thought it was only when they played a creature.
When a creature enters, gain life.
That really isn't good for us then.
Oh, look, I still have enough mana. Yep, we're going to do this. I can't stop that life gain, but I can stop that creature and multiply. Bye-bye.
Have I mentioned lately how much I love that card? Okay, so for now they have 34 life points and you have your 20.
Right. So, let's go knock on their door. See what they're going to do. To the face.
That was a good swing.
That just tells me what their whole plan is. Oh, look, they have another one.
No surprise there.
Yep. But I have Tezzerets.
They have an Ajani and we have a synthesizer.
Right. So that would be 3. 3 synthesizers. Yeah, we can do that. I was thinking about snare.
Unfortunately, we don't have enough for synthesizer and gate breaker.
Right. So now it's coming down to what am I going to do? I think gate breaker. Just to put it out on the field. So I can always bring out synthesizer, especially if they try to board wipe me. This way I have something. And I get to see what's coming up.
I love that everything is either an artifact
or blue.
So you're going to have access to everything.
Yep. So now I'm swinging for 4, or with 4 creatures that are 12/12s. Seeing what he's...
And they can see that perilous snare in your hand.
They can. I didn't notice that earlier. But that's okay. He just took a huge chunk of damage. And...
Did you break their combo with that?
I broke part of the combo. And then he's trying to rebuild that. And all 4 of those kick off.
Between a Johnny and Hollowed Priest, those are going to ramp up really quick.
Yep. But synthesizer was in my hand, and
don't forget about that perilous snare.
Perilous snare was in my hand.
And you had that other synthesizer in your hand.
All right.
Is that bronze rank?
Yeah, but this deck isn't a bronze rank deck. Now, I started off with Sea of the Synod. I should have done the Riptide Blade.
Taps?
Yeah, that one taps. I would have been able to do 1 turn faster. That was a good combo. Turn 1, and he has 3 mana and a creature on the field.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one.
And then I'm like, oh, oops. It comes out tapped.
I think you're supposed to play the tap land first, but I could be wrong.
And then he's got Lotus Cobra, so whenever he has landfall, he adds 1 to his mana pool. And then it's my turn. I thought about it. Nope. Yep.
In my opinion, that synthesizer is the best play to do when it's in your hand. Get it out there as quick as possible.
So this guy is building a mono green mana ramp. Oh, he just destroyed it.
At least you have another.
Yes.
Too bad we don't have anything that plays off the graveyard.
Right? Another land. Well, I might as well get this out and get it ready. Because...
As long as he doesn't have anything to be able to take your enchantments.
Right. Threw something in the graveyard. Just gonna grab mana. Or a forest. Interesting. This one's another 2. My turn. That card.
You need something to be able to start blocking.
Yeah, but it's not there for the block. It's there so I can repurpose it into a better card. already have one of those. Get that out so I can then throw this other one out. Don't need this. Don't need that. Too high cost right now.
Yeah, but you could have left the armory in and just played it anyway to build up the stats on synthesizer.
That only increases it by 1 defense and gives me vigilance. So now I'm down to 12. Mana. Let's see what I'm doing here. Could get this out. But let's there we go. Let's get some defense up. See what's coming up. Yeah, I don't need that. I have one in my hand.
I'm not sure if it's going to help very much with this situation.
Right. So I did this to get out this card, which just does the same thing as Synthesizer anyways and gives me an extra card anyway because it came out. Extra 2 defenders. And he sends that to the field as a story. And through 2 and through 10 came back with 2. Landfall happened and Scuttle shows up.
Damn.
Oh yeah. We've been told about Scuttle before. Oh, look, I can do that combo again. Let's do this. And because of his monster, it chains up my land, which makes me slower. Okay.
Does it stay chained up?
Only for the turn. But Perilous Snare comes out. I'm going to choose wisely here.
That would probably be the best one to take.
Yes, but because I have Pan out, I get to do it again.
Oh, nice.
And then Synthesizer gets procced twice. And that is why I love Pan. And then I'm going to face check him.
Hopefully, but it looks like he's going to start blocking and he's going to lose his creatures.
Yeah, he's not too worried about that. He's going to keep Scuttle out. As long as he keeps that, then he's got a pretty good defense. Because they multiply. And they don't bring out just tokens. They bring out a copy of the card, which every landfall doubles the amount of Scuttles he has. So it gets wild. So long as he doesn't have something to destroy an an artifact or an enchantment, should be good to go for a while. Maybe. That's 4.
That's not what you needed.
Nope. And this entire deck of his, I believe it's a Brawl deck in Historic.
You really think so?
Mm-hmm. I don't think well, no, I saw 2 Lotus Cobras. So no, never mind. This card had me worried. Destroy target artifact or enchantment whenever you cast a creature spell.
Oh, man. That was the last thing that we needed to come out.
Yep. Okay. Thinking. I have mana to do something here. What am I going to do? I'll have to wait and see. But I'm waiting on 1 mana. No, I'm waiting on Tezzerets. All right. Pass the turn. Well, might have had enough defenders. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, just a little. Even though they're 1/1s, they'll mess you up.
It stacks up. But he hasn't attacked me yet with them.
Which is strange that he hasn't tried attacking already.
It is strange. Choose a target tournament card. Okay. There's the card I'm worried about. But he didn't play anything else. Okay, cool. Strange, but cool. It gives me a turn. So I want to make him sweat. If he understands what this does, then I have the mana now. Get some other things out. Let's see. Armory would be great. Keeps things from tapping. Memory Guardian. Pan. Tez. Let's go.
I would do a pan. I'm curious to see if it would kick off more than once. Well, proc more than twice. Because you should be up to 4 at that point.
Ooh, yeah. Pan might proc itself if you have multiple out. But I didn't think about that. Right here, I'm thinking get a repurposing bay out. Get some things out. And wait 1 turn. Sacrifice repurposing bay. And pull out a pan. Or not a pan, Tezzeret.
I think that would be a good one. That way you won't be able to block anything.
Yep.
Well, they won't be able to block anything, I should say.
He just destroyed pan. And yeah, that hurt. That should have hurt a lot more.
Should have.
I don't know why he only swung with 2.
Probably just start building up his side of the field so that way you feel overwhelmed.
Uh-huh. But I think he intended to sacrifice those 2 to make that creature indestructible and didn't. Like it didn't work right. And then it's my turn. I'm doing this. Time to look for a card. Tezzeret. But somehow I already have a Tezzeret out in the field.
Yeah, you put that one out there.
Yeah. I forgot. I forgot I had Tezzeret. Because I thought he targeted Tezzeret and not...
You forgot that he took out your pan.
Pan. And because I searched for a Tezzeret, I don't have enough mana to actually do my...
To be able to kick off its ability or to be able to pay for its ability.
My combo to end the game now. Well, shit. That means I lost because he's going to full swing me next turn. Shit. And then he's searching through his graveyard. He finds whatever card he wanted, which makes everything a land card. He got his 2 cards back, so if I tap and use something. Yep. And he gets a lot. And I'm like, all right, well, game's over. Oh, he did the story thing again. Brings out creatures. I'm going to lose both of these artifacts. I'm not going to be able to at least play them.
And this is what you're expecting to happen.
Yes, I'm expecting him to full swing, play cards, destroy my artifacts, and it's still going. 100, 120, 150 from landfall. And then he ends.
Why the hell didn't he swing?
I don't know. So I went, second chance at life.
Activate that one ability.
I don't care how many things he's going to lose or how much of my mana is done. I'm just going to say good game and swing.
Yeah, exactly. There is nothing that he can do about this.
I think he wanted to play a little longer before he swung at me. And now he's like, wait, how come I can't block?
That's what happens when you get greedy.
It was like he was playing against Sparky, and then Sparky goes, combo!
Yes, look at that. We're finally in the gold.
Gold tier 4.